Hey everyone, it's Jay from Catching Creds here, and I'm in Santa Claus, Indiana, which is quite frankly possibly one of the most bonkers places I've ever been. I don't understand why it exists, how it exists, but fair play because they've gone all in on the Christmas theme. Obviously I'm not here just to go to the Christmas shop, I am here to go to Holiday World, so that will be the second park on this trip for Catching 150. We're in a good spot after Cedar Point. I didn't manage to get the final credit on Wild Mouse, but that's all good, it's fine. We're still on 130, so I believe there's 6 credits here at Holiday World. I'm not sure if the kiddie one I'm able to get or not, but we'll see, but at least 5 should be doable here. So yeah, looking forward to seeing how many we get. Now in terms of those coasters, some big hitters here. So to be honest, after Millennium Force, which was more like a nostalgia kind of anticipation, Voyage is probably the coaster that I'm most kind of been anticipating on this trip, because everyone just says how amazing it is. It's been a while since I've watched POVs of the other Woodies at Holiday World, so I don't know really what to expect there, so we'll see how that goes. And then also on Thunderbird, so very excited for that, because only wing coasters I've ever done are with wing overdrops, so looking forward to the launch and seeing whether that's a punchy one, how that goes. And then finally, I'm actually quite excited for Good Gravy. For people that know me know I love gravy, so an actual very creative use of it, and I'm all here for it. More gravy themed roller coasters please. The park opens in about an hour, so I'm just going to chill and then head over to try and get in there for rope drop. It's open from 5 till 10 today, and so hopefully should be able to get some night rides in as well, which will be nice. So yeah, I'll catch you on the inside of the park. So we are in Holiday World. It's a very pretty little park to start with. I'm not familiar with the layout of this at all, but also fair play to them that they still do park maps. Big fan of that. More parks need to do that. I like collecting those. So I'm going to head towards Voyage. I've followed a sign and nobody's walking this way, so yeah. I don't know where people usually head in here, but I want to get that out of the way, Thunderbird out of the way, and then I'll have a look at what else is going on. The water park isn't open today, which I wasn't going to visit anyway, but I guess, I don't know, maybe that means people don't disperse as much. But yeah, just having a wander around, and let's go see if I can get on Voyage. Little observations as I'm going. I want to try the blue ice cream because I've heard that's very good. But also, is that not the world's smallest little shot tower? I mean, that's just like hilariously small. So bless it. I won't be going on that. But yeah, probably the smallest one I've ever seen. So made it to Voyage. So it's cycling and I've seen people on it, so we're gonna go get on that. As I said in like the intro, I feel like this is probably one of my most anticipated rides of the whole trip. Everyone says how this is probably the best wooden roller coaster in the world, and watching POVs, it does very much look that way. So very excited to get on this. It's super imposing if I go around the corner and have a good look at it. It's a real nice imposing beast really. And yeah, so I'm going to go and see how many laps I can get on this. So this is going to be credit 131 and the first of this visit. So let's go see how it goes. So we just got a couple of rides in there on the Voyage. I did a front row ride and a back row ride. And I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt because I think it's running a bit slow, and all the other people on the train were also saying it's running a bit slow. It's also got the trims on hard mode. I think it basically kills any of the momentum. Definitely preferred it more in the back than in the front, but I did really enjoy it. So I can see how when that warms up later in the night, that's going to haul, and hopefully they get rid of the trims a little bit. That'd be nice. The forest section's awesome. Big fan of that. Really good laterals, really good changes direction and everything. And obviously the second half after the trims, it's nice. It would be nice if it was going quicker. But yeah, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. It's the first 2 rides of the day and the park's barely being open. So yeah, we'll give that the benefit of the doubt for now. So next up, given that it's here, I will give Good Gravy a go. As I say, unbelievable theme for a roller coaster. Massive fan of gravy. Also massive fan of the family boomerangs. I tried every single one possible at Energylandia because they have about 1 million of them. I'll go get the credit. That'll be credit 1 through 2. And yeah, I know what to expect on this. It's not going to be a surprise. But yeah, let's go give it a go. Good Gravy 1 through 2.
From next in line, please stand clear of the openings.
So, Good Gravy is in the bag. As I'm walking around, it's just a really pretty park, this. Like, the setting is really nice. I mean, obviously I've gone all the way back to the back of the park now, but yeah, as you're like looking down and you've got all the coasters, it's a very pretty looking park. Although, boo to Holiday World for today not having ride photos available, which is a shame because I'm a big fan of a ride photo. So yes, that's a shame. As you can see where I am, I'm off to give Thunderbird a go. As I was saying at the beginning, I'm excited about this one because I've not done a launched wing coaster before. I'm actually trying to think if I've done a launched B&N. I don't think I have. So yeah, excited to give this a go. I can't really recall what the layout is beyond the launch, so a Voyage discovery. So yeah, we're going to give this a go, try and get a couple of rides in some different places. So this will be credit 133. The park's obviously quite quiet at the moment. I think I should be fine getting the credits I need today. I did notice that, I think it's called Howler, is the kiddie coaster. It's closed, so that's no biggie. So maximum 5 today. So I'll get this in and then I'll head towards the front and give Raven and Legend a go. Let's go see how Thunderbird is. So 2 laps in there on Thunderbird. I've got one in the back row and then one in the front row. Also, can I just take a moment to also look at this Star Flyer? I don't know what it is with this park and their attractions that are meant to be tall, they've got like the tiniest versions of. So yeah, I don't think you're going to see much on that Star Flyer. But back to Thunderbird. I thought it was okay. A little bit disappointed, if I'm honest. The launch is really good. The launch is really punchy. It covers a lot of track in not a lot of time, and the first element's really good. I just thought the middle was just, and the layout is just a bit meh. Just those couple of overbanks, the 2 inversions after that are okay. The hang time on the roll at the end's okay. But yeah, if I'm honest, didn't really impress me. I probably would say I enjoyed Gatekeeper the other day at Cedar Point more. Do I prefer Swarm? Maybe. I feel like that probably does a bit better on the inversion front and also on like the near miss elements and stuff like that. So a little bit disappointed with Thunderbird, if I'm completely honest. But I'll go back to it later. I'll give another ride. Basically everything's probably a maximum of station weight that I've been on, so yeah, it should be fine. I'm going to now head over to the front of the park to get Raven and Legend on. I might catch a cheeky ride on Voyage on the way back through. But yeah, we'll go and see what those 2 are saying. As I said earlier, I'm not super familiar with either of them. I believe it's Raven is the kind of like terrain woody, so that could be quite interesting. But yeah, we'll give both of them a go, and I will report back with my findings afterwards. I might also report back on Voyage if I go grab a ride on it now. Okay, so just a quick one as an aside. I just did Gobbler Getaway, the turkey dark ride. That might be one of the most ridiculous concepts for a dark ride I've ever seen. I'm not usually a fan of shooting dark rides. I like a dark ride, but the shooting one's a bit meh. But that was just so ridiculous. I don't know, I'm not American, so I don't necessarily understand the concept. Like, what is turkey calling or whatever. But it was nicely done. I like that you actually had some kind of stuff happen if you hit the targets. But yeah, just possibly one of the more bizarre ones I've ever done. So as expected, I got another ride in on the Voyage. It's about an hour and a half since I rode it last, and yeah, now we're talking. That's picked up the pace quite a bit. As I say, I think my favourite part of the whole ride is that kind of like forest section and like the change of directions, the laterals there. Really, really good, and yeah, it's picked up the pace there. So yeah, it's hauling now. Probably will be going better even later into the night. The trims are still taking quite a lot out of it, so it's a bit of a shame knowing like how much quicker that final section could be. But I just got like respect for it. It just keeps going. Like even in the bit like just here, the turnaround at the end, like it didn't need to keep doing more stuff, but it did more stuff. So fair play to it. But yeah, I am now heading towards the fun part and going to get Raven and Legend. But yes, good to see that it is picking up. So we've probably got maybe, I don't know, like an hour and a bit of sun left. So it'll be night ride time soon as well. So we'll see how that goes when we get to it. So just been on the Legend, and yeah, this park really enjoys a long coaster, doesn't it? I mean, that just went on forever and ever. Went into the back of the woods and no idea where it went. I can't tell whether I enjoyed it or not. I wouldn't say it was rough. Rough's not the right word, but I did find it incredibly like jarring on the laterals. Like actually hurt my ribs a little bit. So yeah, I'll give it another ride at some point. I mean, like I say, it went on and on and on. The forces were good, but yeah, just couldn't get over the pain of the ribs. Raven's here, so we'll go give Raven a go, and then that should be all 5 credits that I can get today. So yeah, 135 this will be. So let's go get it. And there we go, that's part completion done. So Raven, I actually really enjoyed that. I typically find that I quite enjoy the smaller woodies. They don't need to be particularly big or fast. I actually usually like them when they're a little bit more compact. But that was actually really nice. Didn't think it was too rough. There was a little bit of bouncing in the valleys, but that's to be expected. The whole setting's really nice through the woods. The turnaround by the lake's nice as well. So yeah, no, overall, pretty impressed with the Raven, enjoyed that. But yeah, as I say, that's 5 from 5 from the coasters which I can do. Pretty good work. It is 7 o'clock, so all that done in 2 hours, which is great. Plan now is to go try stuff again. Get some re-rides in different seats on these 2, and then head back to the back of the park to do the things I did earlier. I also want to get some of that blue ice cream. It will be dark soon as well, which is great, so it will be night ride time on everything. But yeah, pretty happy so far with all the work today. Oh my god, so that's just unbelievable at night. First night riding on the Voyage, and that's just mad. Take away the night side of it, I still actually just don't know how it can sustain that pace for the whole ride with one lift hill. It's crazy. On the night side of things, I mean, it's great. I mean, I think it's triple down after the mid-course, just in completely pitch black tunnel, like that's just bonkers. Big fan of that. I'm sure, like, because it's a little bit twilighty, so I'm sure like in an hour or so, if I get one in, it'll be like completely black in the forest, which will be real fun. But yeah, no, that is completely worth the hype. I get why people love it, and just generally it's just a nice, fun coaster riding experience. Everyone's in a good mood, everyone's rowing, The crew are having a great time. So yeah, big fan overall. Also, secondary update, I had the blue ice cream and that shit slaps. That was really good. 10 out of 10 would recommend getting it, so big fan. Also, I went to the shop just to get a couple of bits, and I will say so far with here and with Cedar Point, I'm kind of disappointed by like t-shirts. Like, I really wanted to just get some nice, I'm not a guy that likes lots of big patterns or anything like that. Realistically, all I want is just a simple t-shirt with a Cedar Point logo on, a Holiday World logo, but they don't really seem to do just simple t-shirts. So that's a bit of a shame. I'm not really probably going to buy anything from Kentucky Kingdom, but I'm hoping Kings Island have something. But yeah, a little bit disappointing on that front. I did get a Christmas decoration though, because when in Rome, you need to get one. Right, so that's the last couple of rides in on the Voyage there. And just before that, I went on an unbelievable run where I got a front row on Voyage, a front row on Legend, and a front row on Raven. So I did all three back to back in the front row in the pitch black at night, which is fantastic. So to be fair, I don't know where to begin. Voyage is just, it speaks for itself. That is just monumentally good as a ride. And then at night it just gets even better. So I'd love to get back one day and ride it without trims. That would be amazing. But for now, I think that's going to be incredibly high up in my end of trip ratings. And I got the t-shirt, so I've been there, done that. I want to reappraise Legend on my front row ride. I was actually quite a big fan of it. It's probably got the gnarliest laterals of any ride I've ever been on. And yeah, actually I was much more impressed. It didn't feel as rough as it was and rib breaking as it was early in the day. So yeah, fair play to Legend. But yeah, overall, big fan of Holiday World. It's actually smaller than I expected it to be. I don't know why I thought it was going to be a bigger park, but big fan of it overall. Great ride lineup. Would love to get back here someday. So yes, thumbs up from me. Now, we got 5 out of the 5 possible today. Puts me on 135 overall, so 15 to go to get to 150, and we've got Kentucky Kingdom and Kings Island coming up, so I'd like to think it's doable. So yeah, off to Kentucky Kingdom tomorrow morning, and then straight from there to Kings Island. I will see you in the morning at Kentucky Kingdom, and I really need a paracetamol now because my head is banging. So ciao, I will see you at Kentucky's Kingdom. Catch you later.